Two types of scriptings. First one is client-side script, and second one is server-side script. So client-side script means which executes in client system with the help of browser. Client-side script executes where in the client system with the help of browser it executes. Okay. And the server-side script, if you observe here, executes in website. Like that, we have these two types of scriptings. First one is client-side script, second one is server-side script. And client-side script executes in browser, server-side script executes in web server. So that is the concept of this. Okay. Yes. For example, Facebook, if we take. Okay. Now here, let me open facebook.com. When I press enter key, then this Facebook page is downloading into my browser. I am the client of Facebook. I'm the client of Facebook. In my browser, it executes. Okay. So here, at the time of download this page contains some client-side script and also server-side script. Okay, PHP they used it here for server-side implementation. So what the client-side script they implemented, that original code is downloaded into my browser and it is executed in my browser. That is the concept of this. Okay, so client-side script downloads from server to browser and executes in browser. Who is using browser? Client is using browser, right? So that's why right click and select view page source. You can see this is the client side script. Enter client side script of this Facebook. It is downloaded into my browser. Like that, if you open facebook.com, so what the client side script they implemented, that is downloading into your browser and executes in your browser. See, not only Facebook, every website contains the client-side scripts. Those client-side scripts execute in browser. So here, what are the technologies we are using to work with the client-side scripts? Yeah. So here we are taking the support of JavaScript or next level technologies of JavaScript like React, Angular. Okay. So the technologies are JavaScript, React, Angular, like that. These technologies we are using to work with this. And what are the technologies we are using to work with the server-side scripts? PHP, ASP, JSP, like that. So these are the technologies we are using to work with these server-side scripts. Okay. Anyhow, these are two types of scripting languages to work with the coding portal website. One is client-side script. Another one is server-side scripts. Is this clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Now, we can use the client-side scripts in different areas. Okay, for example, to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. By default, HTML controls are static controls. Okay, you want to convert them as dynamic controls. For example, here already I showed you one example. Again, I'm showing that one HTML file I'm creating, demo.html. So in my system, I have images. Orange.jpg is there, smile.png like that. I want to display one image control, img source is equal to smile.png and width is equal to 100 pixels, like that. One image I have taken. So for this image control, some properties are given at the time of design this web page. Okay, what are the properties? SRC is one property and width is one property. So what this file? So this is demo.html file. 1 second. I will zoom this. Okay. Yeah. So now if you observe here, so this file is demo.html. So in this file, I have given SRC is one property and width is one property. Like that, I have given these two properties. Now let me open this file in the browser now. So somewhere it is created. Yes. Demo.html. Yes. Now right click, open with browser. So display the image like smile.p array. It is closed. No, open with Chrome or any other. So display that image. Now this is static control. Static control means what are the properties we have given. With those properties, it is loaded. Okay, but we can't change the properties after loaded in browser. That is the concept of static. Dynamic means we can change the properties after loaded into browser. Now here I want to make it dynamic. So for example, if user click on this image, I want to change the source. The smile I want to change as orange.jpif. Means dynamic properties I want to apply. Then how can you apply here? So with the help of script. Now here I'm writing some code I'm writing here. Okay. So here I'm taking the support of JavaScript to apply the dynamic functionalities. Okay, I have given like this. Now if you refresh, and if I click on this, now it is changed. So that source is changed. What is the new source we got? Orange.jpg. Like that, this JavaScript, React, Angular, all these technologies we are using to apply dynamic functionalities on the HTML controls. That's the first point. And second point is nothing but here, validations point of view also we are using. Okay. Yes, I want to validate the input controls. Then we are using. So text box is empty or not. Password, retype password, matching or not. These type of all validations you want to perform. Then we are taking the support of this client-side technologies. Next one, to work with Ajax. Ajax is very, very important for us. We'll explain you later what is Ajax and how to work with this Ajax. Okay. So to work with this Ajax concept, then also we're taking the support of this client-side technologies. Okay. Yes. Next one, to execute logics in browser. Yeah, already I told you what the logics we are implementing with these client-side technologies. Those logics execute in browser. Okay, those logics execute in browser. So, for example, you're developing the bank application. The bank application, okay, EMI calculator is there. So that logic you can implement using client-side script as well as server-side script. Okay, by using client-side script, you can implement the calculation part, or else you can also use server-side script. What the benefit if you use the client-side script? When user click on the calculate button, so in his system only, okay, where client-side script executes in user system, client system. Okay, there only that code executes. That's why you can see the result immediately. Yes. In case if it is server-side script, okay, when user click on the calculate button, a request is going to the server, there it is processing and response is coming back to the browser. For this entire request and response process, it takes some time. So that's why in websites, most of the logics we can implement with client-side technologies. Is it clear? Because the performance is very fast. User can see the result very, very fast. That is the main point of this. So these are the reasons why we are using this client-side scripting languages. Okay. So here around 70% coding in website is client-side. Okay. Yes, 70% coding is client-side. So that is the main thing. So every website we are using 70% coding client-side. Okay. Yes. So now one use case we will discuss. For example, if you take login form as use case. So where we are using these client-side scripts in this login concept. Okay. Yes. Before that, already I told you one point here. REACT.js implemented by, okay, who implemented? Mr. Jordan. Okay. The year 2013. Okay, he is one of the employees of Facebook Corporation. Okay, he implemented this React.js in the year 2013. So what the reason behind this implementation? Why he implemented this React.js? Yeah. In Facebook, he wanted to work with the chat concept. He wanted to implement some logics in the chat concept. So for that, he developed this React.js. Actually, the main reason behind the implementation is to use in Facebook. Later, they released this technology as open source client-side script. From then, in every website, they started using this React.js. Is it clear? Yes. So, who implemented this? Jordan Walkie in the year 2013. Okay. Yes. So now it is maintaining by Facebook Corporation. Okay, fine. Now we are discussing one use case with the login concept. For example, in companies, okay, you have to work with the login concept. This general concept, every website contains a login concept. Then how to work with this login? Yes, that we are going to discuss. First of all, if you take this login concept, what the first step we have to design login form. That's the first point. We need to design the login form. To design the login form, what are the technologies in companies we are using? So HTML, CSS. UI designers will work with this. They are using HTML and CSS to design the login form. And second step is implement. Okay. Yeah. Validations. Yeah, to implement the validations, we are using client-side scripts. Okay, that is nothing but React.js. We are using these things for the React.js. Okay, for what? To implement the validations. Next step, okay, send data to browser. Yes. So data in the sense, username, password, values. Okay. So in this point of view also, we are taking this client-side script. So that is nothing but Ajax concept. Okay. So here we are using React.js, or else you can use other client-side scripts also. Okay. So anyhow, here with the help of Ajax, we are sending the data from browser to send data to server, not browser. From browser to server, we are sending the data. In that point of view, we take the support of this client-side scripts. Yes. Next one, once you send the data to server, Okay. Yes. So we are checking whether username, password valid or invalid. In this point of view, server-side scripts we are using here. What that server-side means, not we, server-side programmer will work with that. So by using JSP servlets or ASP or PHP, like that, these are the technologies they're using in this point. So to check username password, valid or invalid, they are using these technologies. Is it clear? And next one, okay. If username is valid, redirecting to one page, what is that? Welcome page. Otherwise, redirect to invalid user page. Okay, so just redirect either welcome or invalid page. In this point of view, so we are taking the support of client-side scripts, that is nothing but routing. Okay, so we are taking the support of react.js. If we are working with react.js routing is there. If we are working with Angular, in Angular also routing concept is there. It is nothing but the single page application concept. So like that, a simple login form if you take in second step, third step, and fifth step. Okay, we are taking the support of, we are using this client-side scripts. Okay, like React or Angular or any other client-side script we can use here. Not only login point of view, if you take any other concept like registration or any other concept, okay. So in these concepts, so 70% coding is client-side coding only. Okay, that's why the usage of client-side is very, very demand these days. Okay, so one use case also explained. I think, hope you understand the code in this point of view, right? Yes. Now we are going to discuss what are the features of React.js. Okay. So already JavaScript is there. Okay, then why should we go with that React.js? What are the main features we have in this React.js? That doubt you may get in your mind, because JavaScript is very, very popular scripting language. Okay, and the JavaScript released in 1995. Okay, so it is very popular. Then what are the additional features we have in this React.js compared with JavaScript? Okay, those features we're discussing. Already this concept in the first demo class I explained, but we got some gap. That's why again I'm repeating that one. So now React supports data binding concept. Yes. So data means nothing but variable. So variable we can directly bind with the HTML controls like text box and heading, etc. So for example here, one variable I'm taking. So serial number is equal to 100. That variable value I want to display on the text box. Then what we are doing here, just we are executing some code. In this code, reading the variable and displaying on the text box control like this. Okay, we are reading the variable and displaying on the text box control. In case if the variable value is modified from 100 to 200 or something, okay, then what happens here? Yes, again, we need to re-execute this code. Then only those updates will come into this text box. Means as a programmer, every time your responsibility is we need to check the variable is updated or not. If it is updated, execute this code to get those updates. So here, not a single variable in our program, we are creating n number of variables. So if you knew for this variable, don't worry. We will discuss what is the variable and how to work with this variable, everything. Okay. Now here, the thing is, you want to just execute the code again and again. That is hectic process. That's why in this React.js, not only in React.js, in Angular also, data binding concept is there. What the benefit of this? Directly link a variable with the HTML control. Link the variable with HTML control. So the main benefit is, it is watching the updates available, and if any modification happen, automatically it is updating those modification in this control. Yes, so it is watching the updates available, and any update is happened, it is updating this control. That is the main point of this. Okay. Yes. So how to work with the data binding, I will discuss with you. Anyhow, the main advantage is it supports data binding concept. Okay. Yes. It simplifies the programmer's work. That is the main thing. Next one here supports many validators. So different types of predefined validators are available. In JavaScript, we used to write the logics for the validations. Okay. But here it contains many predefined validators. Directly we can use these validators in our application. So that is one more big advantage. Okay, so it supports different types of validators. Next point is supports, I will write here, supports single phase application. Very important concept. It is supporting single phase application concept. So the benefit of single phase application concept is we can reduce the number of hits to the server. Okay. No need to send the hits again and again to the server. For example, here, this is web server. It contains home page, about us, and contact us. Like that, we have these pages. And this is the browser. For example, I'm sending a request from browser to server. It is giving that requested page. And here we're displaying the links like about and contact. These hyperlinks it displays here. So when I click on this about us, what is happening? One request is going to the server and the response is coming back to the browser. If I click on the contact us, one request is going to the server, the response is coming back to the browser. Yes, like that every time what is happening, a request is going to the server, the response is coming back to the browser. That is the procedure, how it is working. Okay. Now, if you observe this one, okay, now React is introduced single page application concept. What the purpose? If we can also call it as routing concept. So we are holding all these pages as one object, that is router object. When I send the first request, then what is happening? This object is loading into the browser. In this object, we have other pages. So these are all the pages we have. Those pages are loading into the browser. Yes, about us, contact us, everything. Means with the very first request only, what is happening? These all pages are loading into the browser. Now, if I click on these hyperlinks like about us, contact us, directly those pages are coming from here. Next time, no need to send the request to the server. Is it clear? No need to send the request to the servers. So that is the main purpose of single page applications. So it reduces the multiple requests to the server. Okay. Yes. So that is the single page application concept. If you observe this one, React supports single page application. Not only React, even Angular also support this one. Angular supports data binding. It supports validators and it also supports the single page application.
Hello,
Yeah.
good morning. Can you explain that blue line thing, single page application?
Blue line,
Once again. Yeah,
the diagram, right?
yeah.
So nothing is there. For example, here, so one server, in that server, we have pages like home page, about us, contact us, like that. Okay, assume that this is Gmail server or assume that this is DURGASOFT website. Okay. Now you open browser, when you type durgasoft.com, then what is happening? Home page is loading first, right? And in that home page, you are having the hyperlinks for the about us page as well as contact us and other pages. Okay. Something like new batches, etc. When you click on the contact us, again, one request is going from your system to DurgaSoft server, and that page is loading into your browser, right? Like that, every time when you click on hyperlink for the next page, request is going to the server. Okay, that is the default way how the web page is loading from server to browser. Now, if you take this single page application, the main purpose is, okay, all these pages we are holding as one object. Okay, all these pages we are holding as one object. This object we are also calling as a router object. Now, if user is sending the first request, then enter this object is loading into the browser. In this object, these three components are there. Like that, n number of components we are creating means you assume that n number of web pages we are creating. Those all pages are available in this object, and those are loading into the client's memory location directly. Means with the very first request, all these pages are coming into the browser memory location. And if user click on the about hyperlink, then don't go to the, no need to go to the server because already that page is available in the browser memory location. Directly it is loading from here. Like that, if user click on the contact, it is loading from here. Means second time onwards, we are not sending any request to the server. Okay, because all the templates loading into the browser with the first request only. You got it? So this concept we are calling as single page application concept. That is the
Yeah,
main.
okay. Thank you.
So we are spending around 9 days, 8 to 9 days with this concept because there only we are discussing how to work with the authentication, authorization, role-based routing, okay, router guards, and in shopping cart application. So if you click on more info in a product, okay, how it is getting the information, okay. So all these concepts we will discuss with this. Okay, yes, fine. Next one here supports JSX format. Yeah, so this JSX support is not there in Angular. Only React supports this JSX format. What is JSX? It stands for JavaScript XML. Means we can combine HTML code with JavaScript. We can write the HTML code inside the JavaScript. And also we can write the JavaScript inside the HTML code. Generally, what happens if you write the HTML inside the JavaScript, it gives the error message. Okay. Normally, if you write any HTML code inside the JavaScript, it gives the error message. But with the help of JSX, we can write the HTML, okay, within the JavaScript. That is the main advantage of this. Means, for example, a piece of logic is there. That result I want to place in JavaScript, HTML, div tag or any other element, okay, like text box or any other element. So then what happens, generally we are writing HTML in one file and script in another location. We are calling that HTML from the script. So that is the default procedure. But if you use the JSX format, if you use JSX, so inside that JavaScript only we can place the HTML controls. So that result directly displays on the controls. Okay, I will show you how to work with this JSX. Because of the JSX, the programmer's work is very simplifying. It is very useful for us. Okay, it supports the JSX format. Okay, next one here supports virtual DOM. Yes. So this concept is also not there in Angular. So why React is faster than Angular? Because of virtual DOM. Okay. So because of virtual DOM. So this is a very important point. Okay. So React is a bit faster than Angular. Okay. For example, if you are updating any control in the browser. If React is taking 1 second, so Angular may take 1.2 seconds like that. So perform difference we don't expect in the minutes and seconds. Very small, okay, difference is there in the faster. So React is a bit faster than Angular because of virtual DOM. So I will explain you how this virtual DOM is working and how it is updating the elements of browser. So why it is faster, okay, compared with the other technologies. Okay, I will discuss with you. So remember this point for now. So React performance is very faster. Okay, means faster than other applications because other applications are working with real DOM. React is working with virtual DOM. What is that exactly? We'll discuss after some sessions. Okay. Next one, I told you we can develop the web applications. Okay. Not only web applications, we can also develop mobile apps with the support of React Native. Okay. So we can use to implement mobile apps. See, a website development point of view, okay, we are using HTML contours to design the screens and to work with the client-side logics, we are using React. That is in website. In mobile point of view, to create the mobile screens, native framework is there that we are using, but coding is React coding only. Okay. Means if you know React.js, not only website development, okay, by learning this native framework, mobile apps also we can develop. Moreover, these mobile apps compatible with any devices, Android mobiles, iPhone, Windows mobiles, etc. Generally, some softwares are there. If you develop any Android application, it is not supporting iPhone. For iPhone, again, you need to implement different app, okay, with different technologies. But here, some hybrid technologies are there, like Phone Gap, React Native, okay, like that. What are the advantage of this technologies? If you develop a single app by using these technologies, that app supports all type of mobile devices. Okay, Android, iPhone, Microsoft, etc. That is the main purpose of this. Okay, so React Native we can use to implement mobile apps also. Next one, React supports Redux. Okay, yes, this Redux concept is very, very useful for us and it supports that Redux concept. Okay, Redux is state container. Okay, to maintain the state of application, we are using this Redux. Okay, so means you want to transfer the data from one page to another page. In that point of we are using that Redux. Okay, it supports that Redux concept. Okay, yes. I will explain you how to work with this Redux. Next one here, very simple coding. Okay, so compare with the JavaScript, React is very, very simple in development point of view. It is very simple coding. So these are the main features. Okay, we have few more concepts. Okay, in our discussion means program discussion time. I will cover those concepts also. So anyhow, React.js we are using to build the websites and it is client-side script, belongs to Facebook Corporation, implemented by Jordan Walkie. Okay, so nowadays, initially to work with the Facebook, they implemented this, but these days, Instagram, Apple, and Amazon, all these websites contains React coding. Yes, many websites using this React.js coding. That is the main point of this. Okay, yes. So this is the basic information. Now, to learn this React.js, okay, JavaScript is mandatory for us. Okay, JavaScript. So you people may have idea on JavaScript or may not have idea. So that's why first I'm starting with JavaScript. Because in JavaScript, many concepts are there, like closures concept is there, and hosting concept, asynchronous programming, promises, okay, and Ajax communication. So like the different types of concepts we have. First, we are covering all these concepts. then only, okay, we will start the React concepts. Okay. So that's why I will start with JavaScript. Before that, HTML, some introduction I will give you. Okay. How much HTML is required? Only that part I'm discussing. Around 1 or 1.5 day only, not more than that in HTML point of view. Because we are creating the login page, registration, these type of pages. In that point of HTML is required for us. Okay. After that, HTML, we will start the JavaScript concepts. So JavaScript, we are spending around 20 to 25 days in between of that. Okay. And then we are starting React concepts. So in React.js, we're discussing the components, two types of components we have, functional components as well as class components. These two we are discussing, and hooks of the components, everything we are covering in this React.js. Okay. So total core duration around it will take 65 days. Okay. Yes. So 6 days a week. Okay. 6 days a week we have this course, and every day 1 hour session. Okay. So demos I'm spending around 45 to 50 minutes. Okay. So 4 to 5 initial 4 to 5 demo classes we have. Okay. Today is one demo, like that 3 more demos I think, or 4 more they are providing. So these demos we're spending around 50 minutes. After that, 1 hour slot, this one 7 to 8 is our regular timing. Okay. And I will provide you, okay, everyday class recordings and the daily notes and programs I will upload into Google Drive. So the drive access, okay, we are providing to your mail IDs. Once your registrations are completed, you will get the drive access. So you can review that. Okay, means you can revise that videos and all, and programs also will upload into the drive. Okay, so we are providing all these things to you. This is the pattern how I am moving. Okay, so this is the first class we discussed what is React.js. Okay, and you got some idea about this. Okay, React.js we are using to develop the logics in websites. In website, two types of scriptings we are using, client-side script and server-side script. So we are client-side developers. So the logics what we are implementing here, those logics execute in browser. Server-side programmer will work with these server-side logics by using .NET or Java, JSP, Node.js, PHP, like that. Those are all server-side technologies. And UI developer working with these client-side technologies, okay, like React, Angular, etc. These are all comes under client-side technologies. Yes, yeah. So any questions from your side, any doubts you have, you can ask me. So hope you got some idea about this React.js. Okay, slowly day by day. So you will get more points about this. You have any other doubts? Any questions? No questions, no doubts, right?
Are we, sorry, sir.
Hmm.
So are we communicating from the UI to any backend services in
Yeah,
this
I will
part of?
explain you. Ajax we are using. Okay, endpoints, that backend endpoints we are calling through Ajax. CRUD operations programmers we will discuss. Okay, how to update the data, how to delete those operations. Okay, with the help of API services. Okay, Java API service and Node API service. Okay, how to pass the data from front end to backend API service, and how to update data in database. Okay, so this some part of, okay, full stack also we are covering here.
Yeah, okay, because that's the main goal, right? Because majority of people will be converting as a full stack with this.
Yes.
So that is what we needed.
Yeah, compulsory communication is required, because in companies from day one onwards, we are working with that and calling only, right?
Okay. And you will be inspecting and you will be expanding that inspect part, right? There are, network tab is there, control part
Yes.
tab is there.
So
So
browser
every tab.
developers tools, okay, we will discuss.
Yeah.
There. So network API calls we're calling
Uh,
in application state management like local storage, session storage. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Browser
Yeah.
developers tool we are calling. Yes, so
Okay.
it's the spot.
Okay,
So
thank you. That's
this
it from
is
my side.
inspect shift control I
hello.
shortcut, right? Yeah, hello, tell me.
Yeah, like, are we covering any debugging levels also here for the
Yeah,
front end?
so browser debug only directly we're discussing. In this browser developer tools, we have debug options. Okay, or else in Visual Studio Code also we have debug options. I will discuss both.
Oh, thank you. That will be great.
ID we are using VS Code. Okay, yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Next. Okay. Fine. I hope you understand those points. Okay. Fine. So tomorrow I will give you some information about HTML. HTML, I already know. I know that many people, but in that HTML, the main things are there like containers, inline elements, block elements, like that. These are very important section for us. For example, if you observe any program, so very basic program only I'm going to open in this. Okay. Yes. Now here, for example, yeah, any basic program if you open, yeah, we have some files. So here we are using div h1, okay, like that in this program. So in some programs, okay, input, okay, like the different types of controls. So by that time, you should know what is div, what is input, what is container, what is inline element, what is block element, like that, all these things you should know, okay. So that's why basic HTML is required for us, okay. So that I will discuss in next class. After that, I will start the JavaScript. So after that, React we are starting. So there's the pattern which we are going here. Okay. Fine. Hope you understand the basic things. Okay. In next class, we'll discuss the remaining part. Okay, one by one. Thank you. See you next class. You can leave now. Bye.